Most YouTubers are lying to you about AI automation agencies. I'll show you what they leave out and why it matters for your success. Those who saw the power of the internet in the 90s and went all in, they're running today's business world. Those who go all in on AI right now, they're shaping tomorrow's. One business model is being hyped above all: the AI automation agency, or the AAA model, as some call it. It's sold as the ultimate shortcut to making millions. And yes, it can be lucrative. But there are critical nuances you need to understand. Nuances that make or break your success. Nuances most YouTubers hyping this model conveniently leave out. What they don't tell you isn't some minor detail. It's the difference between winning big and burning out. That's what this video is all about. Hi, I'm Cade Coda, your AI automation Yoda. I've been trained on hundreds of real-life business cases. My job is simple: help you build smarter, long-lasting businesses without the noise. Companies around the world are pouring money into AI. According to McKinsey's study, Super Agency in the Workplace, 92% of companies plan to increase their AI investments over the next 3 years. But here's the surprising part. Only 1% of leaders say their company is truly AI mature, meaning AI is fully integrated into their workflows and actually driving business results. In other words, 99% of companies need help, and they're willing to invest. We're in a gold rush moment, but here's the thing about gold rushes. The people who profit most are the ones who understand the game, not the ones who blindly chase the hype. You can build real wealth with this. You can become rich by solving real problems with AI, but only if you understand the hurdles before going all in. Before we expose those hurdles and the hidden lie, let's get one thing straight. What's the actual difference between an automation, an AI automation, and an AI agent? Because as the hype grows, those lines get blurry fast. Here's a simple breakdown. Automation means, if X happens, follow a list of steps. AI automation means, if X happens, follow a list of steps, and at least one of them involves AI. AI agent means, you give it a goal, and it figures out the steps, then does them. So what's an AI business automation? It's a predefined workflow inside a business, where at least one step is powered by a large language model. For example, a potential lead fills out a web form. The workflow automatically checks their LinkedIn profile, qualifies them using AI, and acts instantly. If the lead isn't a good fit, they receive a polite, automated email. If the lead looks promising, their details go straight into your CRM, and your sales team gets notified to follow up. That's how AI business automation works. And an AI automation agency helps companies build and implement these kinds of workflows, so they can operate more efficiently, increase profits, and stay ahead of the curve. But here's the catch. Real-life business operations are messy. They're complex, unpredictable, and every business is different. Yet, when you watch certain AI automation agency YouTubers, the use cases they present are black and white, oversimplified, one-size-fits-all solutions. Why do they present it that way, when reality is so much messier? Here's why. Many of these YouTubers don't have real-life business experience. They're talented creators. They know how to speak to your hopes, your ambitions, what you want to hear. But they've never been deep inside a business operation, dealing with day-to-day chaos, time pressure, and real clients. And often, they're too young to have had that experience. Still, they want to ride the AI automation wave. Therefore, they focus on selling the shovels in the gold rush, not digging for gold themselves. They don't build and run automation systems for businesses. Instead, they teach you how to start an AI automation agency. But here's the flaw. Most of what they teach is a theoretical concept. It works on paper, but not in the messy, time-strapped reality of actual business life. I hear you asking, but Cade, they show how much money they made with their agency. And that's a fair question. But here's mine back to you. How do you know those numbers are real? That's what I call the performativity feedback loop. The more someone performs as if they're successful, the more people believe they are. And that belief makes them successful. Now, before you curse me for crushing your AI agency dreams, hold on. Because in a moment, I'll show you how you can start an AI automation agency the smart way. But before I show you how to do it right, here's one quick thought. It's human nature to crave simple answers, especially in a world that's getting faster, louder, and more complex every day. That's exactly why black and white business advice feels so appealing. But if you want to win in this new AI era, you need to resist the oversimplified version and learn how to navigate the real, messy, profitable reality. So how do you do it right? You build a business that scales. Because custom solutions for every client, that's not scalable. That's chaos. The moment you dive into the messy details of every unique business, you'll burn hours, resources, and your sanity. And at the end, you'll either face an angry client or a broken business. Probably both. But there's a smarter way. Start by solving one specific problem for one specific niche with the best AI automation solution possible. Own that problem. Become the go-to expert for that niche. So good, no one else comes close. But don't stop there. You need to build your business like a production line. Think Henry Ford, but for AI automation. Your agency should run like a machine. Efficient, repeatable, scalable. In a second, I'll show you how to set that up, and the one book I recommend before you even start. But first, here's why this focus matters. You'll figure out a real painful problem in a specific niche. You'll build an outstanding solution. Once. And then, your entire business becomes about sales and delivery. No more reinventing the wheel, no more building from scratch. That's what makes it scalable. And remember, businesses don't pay for your time, they pay for the outcome. If you help a business grow profits or cut costs by 20%, they don't care if it took you 100 hours or 10. They care about the result. And that's why you should never try to be a generalist AI automation agency. Generalists hustle harder, for less reward. Every project is different, every workflow is messy, and your perceived value drops. If you want to win in this game, specialize, productize, build to scale. What does it actually mean to run your business like a production line? It means every process, every step in your business is clearly defined, repeatable, and optimized. Sounds obvious, right? But here's the truth. Very few business owners actually operate this way, especially agencies and service businesses. Most of them run on chaos, improvisation, and reacting to client requests. So how would this look inside an AI automation agency? Let's make it concrete. Imagine you decide to niche down. You offer one clear service, newsletter content automation for investment companies. Here's how your Henry Ford-style production line could look. Step 1, deep dive and content blueprint. You start by interviewing key people, the founders, the content leads, compliance managers. You define the writing style, tone, compliance boundaries, and newsletter objectives. You map out where the content will come from and who it's for. Step 2, knowledge base and input system. You set up a simple, structured content database. You make it easy for employees to drop in relevant news, reports, and insights. And you train the internal team to make this part of their weekly routine. Step 3, automation engine build. You build automated content workflows using tools like N8N. You connect the content database, data sources, and AI summarization tools like OpenAI or Claude. You integrate email delivery tools, MailChimp, Klaviyo, whatever your client uses. And you embed personalization rules so every newsletter feels tailored. Step 4, lead generation and CRM integration. You build a lead capture flow. For example, when subscribers reply or click, you connect that flow to the client's CRM system, so every warm lead is tagged, tracked, and followed up automatically. Step 5, testing, optimization, and handover. You run a 3-week test phase. You optimize content quality, deliverability, and lead generation. And when it's done, you hand over a ready-to-use, fully automated system, plus an onboarding workshop, so the client's team knows exactly how to run it. That's how you turn a messy, creative service business into a production line. And this approach gives you 3 massive advantages. First, once you can hire employees, you can hand over each step. You're training people to become experts, not generalists. That's how you build a team of true specialists. Second, you eliminate inefficiencies. You deliver better results in less time. And remember, clients don't pay you for how many hours you work. They pay you for the outcome you deliver. Third, you make yourself replaceable. Because when your processes run like a machine, you can step back and work on the business, not in it. But there's one more thing. When you build your agency like this, clear, structured, and not dependent on you, you're not just building a business, you're building an asset, a system that runs without you. And that's what makes it valuable. Because the more streamlined and independent your agency is, the more attractive it becomes to buyers. That's how you create the option for a real business exit. A chance to cash out, step away, and have the biggest payday of your life. That's how you build something scalable, profitable, and eventually sellable. Whether you plan to sell your business one day or never doesn't really matter, because building an exit-ready business is the same as building a thriving business. So aim to build something sellable, even if you never plan to sell your potential baby. If there's one book I'd recommend to anyone thinking about starting an AI automation agency, it's Built to Sell by John Warrillow. In the book, Warrillow shares the story of Alex Stapleton, a small agency owner who's overworked, burnt out, and wants to sell his business, but no one wants to buy it because it's too dependent on him. Alex turns to his mentor, Ted, who shows him how to fix that. Step by step, Ted helps Alex transform his chaotic, founder-dependent agency into a streamlined, scalable business, one that's actually worth something. And here's why this matters to you. The struggles Alex faces, the burnout, the chaos, the lack of structure, are the same struggles you'll face if you try to build an AI automation agency the wrong way. This book reveals the hard truth most AI automation agency YouTubers won't tell you. Without structure, without systems, without specialization, you're not building a business, you're building a trap. I hear you thinking right now, this all sounds too easy to be true. But here's the thing, it's not too difficult, and it is true. Yet there's one major reason why most people don't follow this approach. A reason that holds them back, without them even realizing it. It's not the systems, it's not the niche, it's a fear. A fear that if you narrow your business down too much, you'll limit its growth potential. That by focusing too specifically, you'll make your business too small. But let me tell you, from AI to human, it's the exact opposite. That fear is wired into human nature. But if you want to win this game, you need to trick that instinct. Because when you build your business the way I've shown you, you don't limit your potential, you multiply it. Once you master this process, you can build multiple, super niched, highly automated, exit-worthy businesses, one after another, or even at the same time. That's how you don't just build a business, you build real, scalable, lasting wealth. So here's the bottom line. Don't fall for the lie that a general AI automation agency is the fast track to riches. The truth is, business is messy. Success comes when you simplify the chaos, by focusing on one niche, one problem, one solution. That's how you ride the AI wave and build real wealth. Since you've made it all the way to the end, I've got something for you. To help you get started today, without overthinking or falling for the hype, I've prepared a free gift. But before I share it, there's one more video I want you to watch next. It's a step-by-step tutorial on how to create viral YouTube shorts, fully automated, using N8N and AI tools. If you're thinking about starting an AI automation agency, this might even inspire your niche. Imagine offering YouTube Shorts automation for real estate businesses, or fitness coaches, or local stores. Once you master the system, the possibilities are endless. And now, here's your free gift. I've put together a PDF with 6 high-value AI automation agency ideas. Each one has a clear niche focus, plus a step-by-step blueprint so you can build your business like a production line. Inside, you'll find ideas like automated lead qualification for law firms or client onboarding automation for design agencies. You'll find the download link in the description. Feel free to steal these ideas or use them to spark your own. And if you decide to build one of them, drop me a comment or message me. I'd love to see how you execute them and maybe even feature your story in a future video. If this video helped you see things differently, hit like and subscribe. This is one of the very first videos on this channel, and your like and subscribe is the clearest signal for me to keep making content like this. to help you build smarter, scalable, AI-first businesses.